This is part 11, so what if Naruto got the Sun Moon Seal as a child? We left off with A, Naruto going to the Cloud Village and reviving B with the Rinne Rebirth Jutsu, and then they went back to the Leaf. A few days go by, and the 5 Kage are still in the village. The 5 Kage and the 5 Hitsuzen meet and ask if they want to come on to one of their training sessions. They say okay, as Fugaku and the 4 other Kage haven't trained with them before. Fugaku also hasn't witnessed their new found power. Naruto opens up a portal and all 10 of them follow him into the dimension. This dimension is quite empty. Naruto then tells Fugaku to close his eyes. Fugaku closes his eyes and he turns Fugaku's Mangekyo Sharingan into an eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Naruto tells Fugaku what he just did and explains that now he can use his Mangekyo Sharingan without going blind. Naruto then ponders to himself and says out loud, "What shall we do then?" The Raikage A says, "Let's all have a spar," not knowing of how strong Naruto and the 5 Hitsuzen are. Naruto says, "Oh, that's a great idea." Itachi then says, "Okay, to make it fair, us 9 versus Naruto, but Naruto, you cannot use the Biju mode." All the Kage say, "That seems unfair," but Naruto says, "Sounds like a deal." Sasuke then tells the 5 Kage that they need to eat something. He then pulls out a chakra fruit and splits into 5 pieces. Each fruit has the same strength as half a tailed beast. Sasuke said it was from Black Zetsu, and Naruto nods. All the Kage are about 1.5 times stronger now. Naruto then activates his base Sharingan and base Rinnegan, ready for battle. The 5 Kage and the other 4 Hitsuzen power up as well. Sasuke then says, "Go." Naruto then does hand seals at lightning speed and releases a fireball jutsu. The 4 of the 5 Hitsuzen and Fugaku activate their half-body armor Susanoo, blocking the attack. Gaara also blocks with his sand. A and Inoki and Mei get hit. They go flying back as the others carry on. Gaara tries to catch Naruto in his sand, but Naruto easily dodges. However, Sasuke appears behind him, Chidori in hand, and Itachi, Shisui, and Kakashi are also charging at him up front. Naruto thinks to himself, "I seem to be in a predicament." However, with mid-difficulty, Naruto bends over backwards, dodging Sasuke's Chidori, and then hits Sasuke with a roundhouse kick. This kick is about 50% stronger than a kick from 8th Gate Guy. Sasuke coughs up saliva as he goes flying a kilometer away, where Fugaku catches him. Naruto then turns towards the other 3 and uses the fire-style Majestic Destroyer Flame. The 3 get sent back a couple hundred meters. Naruto then blitzes Inoki, Mei, and A, appearing behind them and chopping their necks, knocking them down. For context, these chops were about as strong as one of the 8 Gates Sky's punch. The others begin to get serious. Kakashi, Sasuke, Shisui, and Itachi activate Perfect Susanoo, and Fugaku activates Full Body Susanoo. For the first time, Gaara also creates a Sand Golem avatar. Naruto then realizes he's going to have to get a bit serious too. Naruto's eyes begin to change as he activates the Mangekyo Sharingan and the Rinnegan with Tomoe. Naruto begins to give off his godly white Susanoo aura as he activates the Susanoo ribcage. The 6 charge at Naruto with all but Gaara, combining a fire-style jutsu. Naruto forms hand seals at an astonishing pace, casting water-style raging waves. This cancels out the fire attack. However, it's too late. Sasuke has just smashed Naruto with his Susanoo blade. Naruto's Susanoo ribcage gets cracked and he gets slightly winded. Fugaku, Shisui, Kakashi, and Itachi then slam their Susanoo hands onto Naruto, Naruto is then forced to activate his Susanoo skeleton form, as he then overpowers them all and knocks them to the ground. Naruto then activates his full body Susanoo. They are now fighting on even terms for the next 2 minutes. Naruto then lands a huge punch onto Gaara, sending him flying into Fugaku, rendering Gaara unconscious and Fugaku quite injured. Naruto then switches places with Gaara, punching Fugaku again, knocking him out. Naruto then stares down at the other four and says, "It's time I end this." The other four reply, "Today is the day we beat you, Naruto." They smile at each other as they begin to rush the three Kage that got knocked down first. Look at the battle, as shivers run down their spine. Onoki opens his mouth and says, "If we weren't given that huge power boost, we would have died. No doubts in my mind that we would have died, 100%. He carries on saying, "Naruto Uchiha, what a scary person he is. He's taking on the 9 strongest shinobi by himself." A and Mei just nod in agreement. We move back to the battle. Naruto awakens his perfect Susanoo. It shines with its overpowering light. The four say he's finally revealed it. We finally pushed him to this point. Naruto congratulates the four on making him use the perfect Susanoo, but Naruto says, "You cannot beat me yet." Naruto then unsheathes his sword, and with 4 swings of his sword, 2 times the speed of light, the 4 get knocked out. Each one of these swings was 3 times as powerful as Sasuke's Indra's arrow in canon. Naruto lays all the knocked out ninja in front of him. He then activates his 9 Biju cloak and then begins to restore their chakra and heal their wounds. After 5 minutes, they are back to good condition. All 9 ask Naruto, How are you so strong?" Naruto replies, "I train in this dimension for 14 hours a day. 14 hours in here is 3.5 hours in our world." They all nod and understand that Naruto works extremely hard, and he is also using his powers to his advantage. We skip to all the Kage and Hitsuzan returning to the leaf. The Kage's entourage notices that the Kage have just got an insane boost in strength. This is obviously because they received the power of half a tailed beast. The Kage finish up the summit, with the Kage agreeing on a peace treaty with all 5 nations. The Kage then begin to take their leave. To give an idea of the strength of the 5 Kage, Mei is the weakest, and she is about as strong as EMS Sasuke in canon. A is the second weakest, and is about the strength of KCM2 Naruto in Sage mode. This is Team Naruto, of course. Onoki is as strong as EMS Madara, as the chakra fruit made him feel 20 years younger. Gaara is the second strongest and 5% weaker than the Tenseigan chakra mode Toneri. And Fugaku is the strongest, 2.5% stronger than Tenseigan chakra mode Toneri. So the current Kage are quite a bit stronger than in canon. Obito is also around 90% as strong as EMS Alive Madara. This makes him slightly weaker than Onoki. This is the end to part 11 of What If Naruto Got the Sun and Moon Seal as a Child.